Well, hello, awesome one. I'm Coach D. Woolridge, and I'm here with another excerpt from my excellent book, The Resilient You, Bouncing Back and Winning the Stress Game. As a clinical hypnotherapist and success coach, I see clients with overwhelm, with stress, with anxiety, and even panic. So think of this scenario. You're at home by yourself watching your favorite television program. It's a safe place where you feel relaxed, and there's no obvious trigger. You're feeling completely relaxed, and out of nowhere, you begin having these symptoms of a panic attack. The four walls are beginning to close in around you, and you can't breathe. You feel tight in your chest, and you feel tingling, and you feel like you're dying somehow. And you go, where's this coming from? There's no obvious reason and no stressful situation or other indicators. And see, that's the strange thing about panic. Even when you think you're safe or you think you're safe from having an attack, part of the mind might be feeling differently. The situations that trigger your panic and anxiety may differ each time. So even your physical sensations can be different. It's estimated that almost 5% of the American population suffers from some form of anxiety disorder. That's right, they actually put the word disorder on the end of anxiety. For some, the attacks may be infrequent, appearing in situations like public speaking. And sometimes people go, okay, well, that's acceptable, or I know what the reason is. I'm afraid of speaking in front of people. But others, it can be so frequent and recurring for no reason that they think of, that they know of, that it inhibits them from leaving their home. Frequent panic attacks often develop into what medical physicians refer to as an anxiety disorder. And there are many ways of coping with anxiety disorder, and it takes practice to know which technique works best for you, which is why I've gone over or written down several ways to deal with panic, stress, anxiety, overwhelm in my book. The first step is to recognize when a panic attack is about to begin. And remember, panic is when you go from that stressful state to the anxious state to more elevated state. First, you want to pay attention to what's happening in your body, tingling sensations. There'll be shortness of breath many times. There's a disconnection from reality. And the first signs of a panic attack is often difficulty breathing, and you may find yourself panting to catch your breath. So what we're going to focus on right now is making those breaths even, and your heart rate will slow down when you do this, and the panic will subside. And breathing slowly and deeply has a common effect. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. And this technique can be used to help you improve your functions of your vagus nerve. And this nerve extends from your brain stem down through your abdomen, through the esophagus, the heart and lungs, and it's responsible for regulating involuntary processes like digestion and heart rate. And when you stimulate this nerve, it's a good way to reduce anger, anxiety, and stress. And this vital nerve also connects to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for helping you calm down and handle situations when you aren't in the middle of something that's dangerous. So what I'm going to do is show you how to use your diaphragmatic breath along with another technique that I learned at this organization in San Antonio called Vet Trips, and we call it the Vet's Salute. Now, you're going to take your hand and you're going to use the back of your hand here, and you're going to put it on your neck here on the side, and you're going to, since I'm in Texas, I get to say hook 'em horns, or you can go rock on. And you're going to take these two fingers and you're going to put them at the top of your head. And you can close your eyes if you like. And we're going to do this 3 times. And the first time, I'm going to walk you through it and just talk you through it. Just close your eyes and you're going to breathe from your belly. Push your belly out when you breathe. So it's going to go belly. The breath will go from the belly to the rib cage, to the shoulders. And you breathe in through your nose, and you can hold it for 4 counts and then breathe out through your mouth for 4. Again, belly, rib cage, shoulders. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Let it go through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Breathe again. Belly, rib cage, shoulders. Hold. Now breathe out for 4 counts. 3, 4. Good. And you want to do that as many times as you need to bring yourself back to a calm state. And you may say, this is silly, I can't do this out in public, but you can go to a restroom and do it. And if you are in a state of panic, you will do anything you need to do to bring yourself back to a state of calm. And there's a running joke here in San Antonio at the Veterans Hospital that veterans are walking around doing this because this is really great for PTSD symptoms, or if you've gotten to that elevated point where you cannot calm yourself down, you can always just do this and breathe. And remember, when you're doing this, you're just pressing down slightly. You're pressing against your neck and you're pressing against that top ventricle in your head. And that is activating that parasympathetic nervous system. More of these kinds of techniques you can find in my book, The Resilient You. Now, I'm going to put a link below for you to pick it up at Amazon. It's currently $15. And if you have Kindle, you can get it for a lot less, but pick it up. And if you find this technique useful, make a comment below and say how it's helped you. And also send the information to a friend that you know that deals with panic or stress, overwhelm, or anxiety, and see how it helps them. I'd love to hear more about how it's helped you. Thank you for tuning in. Coach D. Woolridge signing off. Talk to you soon.